Again, I can do this report by something else. So let me go clean this and let me use a bar chart, for example. So I'm going to display on this bar chart my revenue measure, but this time around I would like to see it by region. Okay, so I check the box for region and I check my box for revenue. So the same revenue measure works for everything based on filters. So there are two types of evaluation context in Power BI. We have the row context and we have the filter context, which we are going to explain much more a little bit later. So row context basically stands for any DAX formula that goes to do its calculation based on every row on a data table, while filter context simply is just what current filter do we have that is displaying the measure. So for example, the current filter that is displaying this value for 725,457.82 is when the region is west. The current filter that is displaying this value 678,781.24 is when the region is east. And the current filter that is displaying this value for 147,238.10 is when the month is July. And the current filter that is displaying this 2.30 million is when there is no filters. But if, for example, I go to use a slicer, so let's say I pick a slicer and in my slicer I drop year. So now I have years in slicers, and if I pick a year, say I pick 2018, so everything changes, right? Okay, so let's say 2017. So 2017, everything changes, right? So the current filter that is displaying this figure for 250,128.37 is when the region is west and the year is 2017. The filter that displays 52,981.73 is when the month is June and the year is 2017, while what displays this 733.22 is just when the year is 2017. So that is filter context. So your measures are going to be displayed based on the filter context. So why some DAX functions do their calculations on every row, eventually the result is still going to be displayed based on the filter context. So whether row context, whether filter context, all DAX measures are going to be displayed by filter context.